Day.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I come to bless you all. This morning, I come to bless you all. This morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Manners and respect. Now, this video here is for people who's into education. Yeah, who might pursue higher learning. This is not for the dunce who know in them thing. Yeah. This is a follow-up to my video yesterday. Dr. Suchman, when find time to pursue all of that. Yeah, may also show you the other day where them give him an associate degree at some university in the United States. I think it's a past a university did that in Maryland. I drove past that university. I drove past a university while I was down that way in the Washington area. And I go all about. Guys, can you hear me wonderfully? You hear me good? Happy Sunday, man. Man, big up some people there, man. Cameron Johnson, Rose Bowen, Dion Campbell, Jason Kane, and got Debbie Jervis. Manners and respect, people. Now, we are going on this. Is Andrew Onis degree a valid degree? Is it really good? A real degree where, you know, like say a Nigel Clark or a Dr. Francis, Rupert Francis, or, you know, them type of degree they were man go to school, go work hard for, or something will come from kind of like the motor vehicle depot where you buy a license, you know, it's a fake driver's license. I want to also ask, can you pursue a PhD while in a full-time job? Me do my research, people, and me get some findings, and me come to you guys with the information. And is an online PhD valid? Me gonna have the people, the expert, them deal with that this morning based on what me find for you guys. So yeah. So we get to understand say what is every day I get now. Come here, people. No, come here. while me say, boy, everything just work out sometime when God work for you. Things just work out smooth. Look here. Me get this piece of information while me I prepare to come this morning. I me never call nobody and tell them if they send me nothing, you know. But sometimes I tell you when the universe is aligned, I go on good, you know, true. I go on good. Now, let's talk about what the Prime Minister get. Yeah. Theme PhD or law and policy doctorate, and so that is a LPD. How's the law and policy doctorate program, LPD, at Northeastern? Several people have suggested it to me, but it seems an odd degree. Neither a PhD nor a JSD, and all I can find out about it is from Northeastern itself. So, any unbiased information on it? All right. The Law and Policy Doctorate, LPD, program at Northeastern University. It is designed for professionals who want to advance their knowledge and skills in law and public policy without pursuing a traditional PhD or JSD. Here's a breakdown of key aspects of the program. Program overview, focus. The LPD emphasizes practical application of legal and policy knowledge, making it suitable for those in policymaking, public administration, or legal practice. Curriculum. The program typically includes coursework in legal theory, policy analysis, research methods, and ethics, along with capstone project or dissertation that applies learned concepts to real-world issues. So, may I show you another part? Well, that is what I highlight right here. Considerations. Recognition. Since it's not a traditional PhD or JSD, the degree might not carry the same weight in certain academic or legal circles. It's important to consider how the degree aligns with the career goals. So, so like I said, may I do some research on this, because some of us old people who move further with education and read a book or two and decide, say, we might want to do something in our old days. And even the youngsters can learn something from this video. I'm about to, this thing I'm about to give you right now. So let's go to the first one. Yeah. We're going to talk about, these are information on PhD people. You see the Prime Minister one, you have enough young people and say, wow, such man get one, me want to in charge. And when me can, call the examiner, they got a motor vehicle depot and say, can sell them a piece of food and they work out one of them PhD after me, cause everybody I get one, me want to. Let's see what I'm going on. Let's answer this question. Full-time job while doing your PhD. Is it recommended? No. I am going to listen to this professor, Professor David Maslash. That is this professor we're about to listen to. And we're going to hear his take. Should we, having a full-time job while pursuing a PhD? We see these things, because we are learning people. How about you, man? We are not that information is at your fingertip. And anybody interested and want to learn, hey, listen, we all can learn together. Let's do it.
Hello all, this is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3. And in this particular video, I want to talk about whether you can actually work during your PhD. So if you don't know me, I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There were so many...
So reciprocity.com. That the man say want to give back. So many people help him during his project. Him trying to pursue his PhD. So he's a professor. Guys, can you hear it good? You hear the man good? Because I did something there now. Me want to hear what I go on. So this is for all people like me and you who decide to say, we want to go back to school. We are read 2 books. And we are not idiot. Also young people who say, boy, I know you so you done, you know. Me not go Falkland like mama and daddy, you know. Me go pursue the thing in the family. And me go make sure so me, hey, get the highest out of my education, you know. Because education is key. Any young people are listening to this, education is key. Education is what can take you out of poverty. 30, 40 years ago, China was dirt poor. Yes, I said it. China was dirt poor. China used to accept American garbage. Me I talk about garbage out of your yard, out of your house, garbage truck, garbage. Shipload of that used to go to China. China educate themselves, lift themselves out of poverty. Education. I said it the other day. Some people say, no, I'm manufacturing. Look here. While China was manufacturing for other people, they were still poor. You know what changed China? Are the technology. Computer tech. That change them around. This whole tech thing because them educate themselves so they can be techie, tech giant, you know, expert in inventing all type of stuff. So, I mean, you can't stop them. Yes, them thieves from America, partners over there in the tech world. Yes, people them do it. Them thief all type of stuff and make themselves rich. But education is what really lift up China a couple years ago. It was said that, I'm hearing on the news that there are more rich people in China than there are in America. The amount of rich people in China surpass that of America. What do you think that China get this? Education. Jamaica, keeping the youth in our school. Let's listen.
That helped me out to get through graduate school, then I wanted to pay the favor forward. So I created this sort of sharing economy proofreading platform where you can get feedback on your work. It's a work in progress, definitely still working on it. And then I'm doing these YouTube videos because there was a lot of experiences that I would like to share that I think a lot of people would want to know about, and just to know that you're not the only one that's experiencing these kind of things. So can you actually work during a PhD? You know, I am going to rephrase that and suggest to you that should you actually work during your PhD? And yes, you can work during your PhD. Nobody's going to stop you. Your advisors are going to strongly recommend that you don't do that. And actually in a lot of contracts, when you start a PhD, it's going to say that you can't work in anything other than doing your PhD. It is like a job at the end of the day, but there's better reasons than sort of contractual stuff. The contractual stuff's important, but it's not like the real reasons why you should do it. There's nothing in life is, any sort of contractual stuff. That's not the real reason why you actually do it. It's like a marriage contract, right? When you actually look at the sort of marriage certificate and all that kind of stuff, says you're married. Well, yeah, sort of. That there is these contractual obligations, but there's more to it than that. And that's what I want to talk about, is whether you should actually work during your PhD. And it's highly discouraged in virtually every single field that I know of. It's relevant. I talk about business administration because that's what I know, but I don't think that there's any field that they would recommend for you to teach in any major research school or anybody that is interested in doing research in general. Now, there's some programs that are sort of executive or, more geared towards people that want to work. So executive PhDs, executive doctors of business administration, things like that. Executive PhD in education and stuff, where it's geared towards a working person. It's going to be explicitly sort of marketed and told in that way or sold in that way. And so those ones are really clear. But like in general, you want to do the normal sort of academic route, highly, highly discouraged. And there's lots of different reasons for that. But these are the biggest things I'm going to point out is, the biggest reason is that just doing a PhD and actually doing research in any major research school or any sort of school that's really serious about that kind of stuff, it's just a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. And, if you're thinking that it's going to be, 20 hours a week, because that's what the courses are. If you look at the number of course hours, it's absolutely the wrong sort of perspective. You're expected to do it full time, and more so. Some people work extraordinarily long hours, and that's the expectation. And, the reason is, and this is the second reason why that is the case, is you're competing at the world stage, right? You're not just competing against other people in the classroom or yourself or anything like that, although that does matter, but you're really competing at the global stage.
Guys, yeah, hey, we are listen, we are learn. Also, we're gonna see we have a next shot of video. Is this thing even valid? We're gonna check it out, you know.
If you think you're working hard, there is somebody that's in Italy, there is somebody that is in India, there is somebody that is in Malaysia that is working twice as hard as you to get that publication. And they truly are. People, there's teams of people all over the world working on similar things that you're working on, and they are pushing it. They're working really hard on the thing that you're doing. And so you're competing at the global stage. So by the time you even get to the point where you can publish something or you have some interesting insights, somebody else is probably doing something similar. And so you have to compete with that, right? And so this competition creates a lot of motivation for people to really push forward and
Serious
for you
business.
to actually compete on the global stage and to actually get a job in any sort of academic or research sort of thing, whatever that is. Maybe it's a research institute, or maybe it is working as a professor at a academic job market. You have to publish, you have to keep going, and you have to work really, really hard just to appeal in the job market so you can actually get a job. And at the end of the day, that's really what it is more about you. And that's the reason why you shouldn't be working, because it's going to take away from what you're doing. And that's a big thing for people to sort of make sense of. And I know that's sort of challenging, but it really is. You have to focus on the thing that you're going to focus on. And the last thing, I think this is probably more important, and it sort of makes sense with sort of the marriage analogy, right? The marriage is not just a contract. It's not a certificate. You know, when you get married, that piece of paper, that is not marriage in any sort of way. And it's the same thing when you are being forced to work. That's not really what it's about. You are actually doing something, or you should be doing something that you really truly enjoy and you want to do it. It's a challenge. It's like climbing a mountain, right? I've used that analogy before. It's a challenge, it's difficult, but you want to do that, and you are going to pursue the thing that you're going to pursue, and you're going to want to work a lot of hours on that thing. So why not give yourself the opportunity to study the thing that you want to study, rather than going and kind of doing it in a half-ass way, right? Like doing it not really trying as hard as you can. So that's why it's
When me hear that, me say half-ass way. So it's either the job that you're doing is gonna be ass off, or your PhD is gonna be ass off. You understand? When me say that, me say, hold on. But maybe put everything like PhD and half-ass government. That's why so much thing I mash up in the country, you know, and other people have business while they're in the office. But me continue to listen to this.
important that you actually just focus on the thing that you truly want to focus on. You're going to gain a lot more benefit in the long run by focusing on that thing and being motivated on focusing on that thing, rather than doing all this other kind of stuff. So that's the big reasons. It has nothing to do with the contract at all. Most people really love what they're doing, or, you know, there's days where you don't really love what you're doing, but there's a lot of days where you do. And as long as there's more days, and that sort of sense of accomplishment and stuff like that is outweighing the sort of negative stuff that happens, then you should be focusing on the thing that really you're interested in. You know, and if you're going to compete at the global stage at something that you're really interested in, you got to focus on it. You have to do a lot of work on that thing. If you want to be the best chess player on the global stage, you're going to have to spend a lot of time playing chess. If you want to be the best baseball player, you're going to have to spend a lot of time playing baseball. If you're going to, a great analogy is thinking about it in terms of baseball. Like, there is a lot of people that are just kind of curious about baseball and they go out and play and all that kind of stuff. But if you're going to do it as a job, you're going to focus on it as a job, you're going to have to spend a ridiculous amount of time and do all the training and all that kind of stuff and really treat it as a job where you can get some sort of financial benefit from it. It's not a second sort of thing. You have to jump in and actually do it. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question on whether you can actually work during a PhD. It's more of whether you should work during a PhD. I think that's the biggest thing. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Reciprocity.com. And that was Professor David Maslash. So I'm going to move to another brother now, because remember, I'm not a PhD, you know. And if you want to learn about the thing, you have to talk to people or research and find out people with PhD if you want to have some knowledge on it. And that's what I did to bring some information to my people here, because we ain't know nothing about it. And we're going to learn. Not because we're going to learn, and maybe this can motivate somebody to go out and get theirs or give me some encouragement. What want to say, people? No, we're going to listen to Andy.
On Rover, there's a service.
This is Andy Stapleton, right? And he's an online PhD valid. That's what Andy I deal with that. So we got to learn this thing, people. You know.
You can do a PhD online, but should you? When I first thought about this question, I had an internal rising. I don't know what it.
When I hear it, I want to make sure I hear it good enough. This video is not for everybody. Tell me, I tell you. This video is not for everybody. Give thanks to everyone to tune in and listen to this. Education is key. Education first. The Prime Minister getting PhD. Some say never gone to school. It's online. So we're going to listen here. So the problem with doing PhD online. That's it. This is what the caption of this video say, coming from this brother named Andy Stapleton. And let me see if I have a picture of Andy Stapleton. There he is, Andy Stapleton. Let's listen his perspective on this. And it, you know, him have him online stuff full of information. Students can go to check it out. Andy Stapleton. You see what Carlos talking about. Let's listen, people.
Yes, you can do a PhD online, but should you? When I first thought about this question, I had an internal rising. I don't know what it was, anger, reflux, but I was like, no, of course you can't do a PhD online. You have to do what I did, which was suffer in a horrible office, which was dark and dingy, and then feel sad for a while. But of course, I think it would be wrong of me to say that there aren't some aspects of a PhD that you could do remotely. Now, remotely and online, I think I'm going to use interchangeably in this video, but there are some subjects that are absolutely not suited to doing a PhD online. Any of the science subjects that are sort of away from coding and computer-based stuff and mathematical modeling, I think has to be done in a university. Like the actual nuts and bolts of the research needs to be done in a university or research institute. But there are some elements that you can do remotely. One of my friends did a PhD in London and his supervisor was in London, but he very rarely went into the lab or the office. He did a lot of his programming outside of the research institute at home or wherever he was. So there is kind of a model that you can say, you know, it is important to have regular contact with your supervisor, but if you can actually do some of it away, remotely. And some people find that very beneficial for their thought process. But
can you hear it properly, people? Not hear good. We want to make sure so I hear it well enough. Yeah, because you know, today I think I say, you know what, you know, say like how we send such man I send him to school because we appear you for be the prime minister. When I pay you for pursue a personal dream. You understand me? I say, people should I wait till you come out of office. We don't have no time for that. Everything I rat in Jamaica, but you not do your job. Send all the troops gone to Haiti. We plan for send more troops, people. How much troops we got the 20 head? There's plan to send more. That's a different story. Let's continue this. Andy Stapleton.
thinking, for creativity, which is so important to PhD, and we do not give enough kind of a weighting towards the creative aspect of doing a PhD and allowing our creative juices to flow. Gross. So even though it's not suited for most PhDs, I would argue that there are some types of professionals who get a PhD in the professional PhD track that can benefit from doing a PhD online or remotely. And that is people like medical doctors, like educators who need a PhD to kind of access higher levels of their employment and get pay raises and, you know, go up their ladder in their career, which is absolutely fine. And I think there's an important difference to make here about just doing a PhD online and doing a PhD to access higher pay scales and promotions. And that's because when you are doing a PhD part-time online or remotely, you are still involved in the field. You're still embedded into the important aspects of that job, that role. You're still part of the information economy of that role. Your feet are on the ground. They're, you know, getting information all the time from all of the stuff that's happening around you, and doing a PhD alongside that online, I think is absolutely fine because you're still getting exposure to the environment and the field. Whereas if you are only doing a PhD online and it's like the only thing you do and you don't do it alongside professional experience or other stuff that gets you sort of like involved and integrated and intimately aware of the systems and functions and problems with a particular field, and dribbling, then I feel like that would be a bad thing. And I think we're going to be seeing a hybrid model of PhDs in the future where you can do some of it online remotely and you can do some of it in the lab. Like there's some things you absolutely have to do and you have to kind of be exposed to get some PhDs, and we can sort of like balance between the two. And I think that's going to be part of the evolution of online learning and offerings of a PhD. But the universities that are currently offering online PhDs, I think you should be very wary of. This video is brought to you by my newsletter. Go check it out at Andrew's.
I'm starting some research of people. Yeah, but there's some research about you guys can do it too. Which university, online university, the PMSM get this thing from? People can do own research, you know. Such man is not allowed to tell we lie no more, you know. We're smart and wise and more intelligent, you know. No man not supposed to just come drop a hot piece, power like a hot potato with us, swallow it up and drink it with water and some tears. Eh? We can study, we can research, we can check out the university, any one of these university, to say if them are a good university and never have a track record of doing stuff bad. Let's continue to listen to this guy, what I'm up to offer.
.com.au/newsletter. The link is in the description. When you sign up, you'll get 5 emails over about 2 weeks. Everything from the tools I use, how to write the perfect abstract, the perfect PhD daily schedule, and more. It's exclusive content available for free only on that newsletter, so go sign up now.
I don't know about you, but I have wasted so much.
Yeah. So people, let me skip this commercial here. Go by me taking a short commercial break. I'll be right back.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them. I hear man talk a kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
So guys, let's get back.
Go sign up now. So you have to ask yourself, Why are some universities offering online PhDs? Now, I would argue the reason they're doing that is to sort of stand out in the market because they are universities that you would not otherwise want to touch with a 10-foot barge pole. Now, I think these online universities are predatory. They only exist, and these PhDs only exist to get your money.
Wow.
A normal PhD should come with a stipend. It should come with a bit of money to support you during your PhD, whether or not that's in exchange for teaching or marking or doing stuff. It does not require you to lay money on the table to get a PhD, whereas these online PhDs, they will be after your money 100%.
And here I go. This is a very educational video, you know. This video is not for everybody. No. You know, sir, it's for people who are pursuing different dreams. A lot of young people can hear this and learn and, you know, dolly themselves out a certain maze. And also some of the old people too. So all folks that go to school, you know, what do you say? Gray hair stop man from go to school. Make we continue and make we learn together.
It does not require you to lay money on the table to get a PhD, whereas these online PhDs, they will be after your money 100%. They want to give you a PhD, a bit of useless paper at the end, but take as much from you as possible while giving you as little as possible. So you have to be very wary when you go online and start searching for online PhDs, and you have to make sure that they are accredited and that the piece of paper that you get at the end is actually going to be worthwhile. It's actually going to be recognized in the place where you want to work or you want to go, because otherwise it's a lot of money, a lot of time for no benefit. If there's one thing I love on this channel, it's talking about PhD problems, the problem with the system. But for all of its problems, there are some great things about actually doing your PhD in person. And what I want to do is just sort of like highlight the most important things that I think you miss out on if you do your PhD online. The first one is out of sight, out of mind. An academic, a PhD sort of supervisor is very busy. If you are not in front of them, hassling them, being sort of like at front of mind, they are going to completely forget about you, I promise. Like if you are not in their office or in their emails or in their kind of corridors regularly, they are going to forget about you because they are so busy, they're so scattered, and it really takes a really dedicated and organized PhD supervisor to keep across a load of PhD students, even if they're in the same building as them. If you're online, it's going to be much harder to get their attention, therefore their help and anything else you need from them. Being at a university is an incredible experience because you don't only get the supervisor, the PhD, the department that sits in the university bubble, and there are tons of resources, physical resources and online resources that you can get at a university. I think the university experience is beneficial for a range of people, and it means that if you're doing it online, you don't get access to those same sort of like university resources, experiences, or access to the same sorts of people and services that you would get if you do it on a campus, for example. So yes, doing it online is going to be even more lonely, and you're going to get even less help, and you're not going to even have the things that you need to do it properly. So it doesn't sound like a good deal, does it? One of the biggest problems that you'll face if you get an online PhD is that other people will not take you seriously. And I'm really kind of...
What? You hear that? Online PhD, people don't take you serious. And that the man said a while ago, you know. Go into a short break. I'll be right back.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in HEART approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
thank you for your wait, guys. Let's continue.
One of the biggest problems that you'll face if you get an online PhD is that other people will not take you seriously. And I'm really kind of trying to be earnest here. I'm not trying to be elitist. I'm not trying to say that, you know, doing part of your PhD online doesn't mean, you know, that you've earned it or that it's valuable. But at the moment, the way the current system is, you will not be taken seriously if you've done the entirety of your PhD online. And that's because, you know, academia is slow moving. It is glacial when it comes to progress. And the problem is these dinosaurs in the upper echelons of academia, they do not value anything that is unfamiliar or scary or confusing to them. So if you say I've got a PhD online, even if it's from, you know, a relatively good university, I really feel like they're going to poo-poo it in a ton of different ways. It's going to make it harder to get grant money if you want to go into academia. It's going to make it much harder to sort of convince people that you are actually valuable to their institution. It's the experience, it's the whole package of the PhD.
Oh, the hell on there, man. Me don't hear, me rewind just a little piece, because backside, you never know. We are learning. Man, not take you serious when you want to be lazy. Yeah, answer Miss Daisy. Before you are going.
One of the biggest problems that you'll face if you get an online PhD is that other people will not take you seriously. And I'm really kind of trying to be earnest here. I'm not trying to be elitist. I'm not trying to say that, you know, doing part of your PhD online doesn't mean, you know, that you've earned it or that it's valuable. But at the moment, the way the current system is, you will not be taken seriously if you've done the entirety of your PhD online. And that's because, you know, academia is slow moving. It is glacial when it comes to progress. And the problem is these dinosaurs in the upper echelons of academia, they do not value anything that is unfamiliar or scary or confusing to them. So if you say I've got a PhD online, even if it's from, you know, a relatively good university, I really feel like they're going to poo-poo it in a ton of different ways. It's going to make it harder to get grant money if you want to go into academia. It's going to make it much harder to sort of convince people that you are actually valuable to their institution. It's the experience, it's the whole package of the PhD that these people currently value. And by doing it online, I think you're doing yourself a disservice at the moment because, you just won't be taken seriously. And, you know, it's hard.
Well, nobody take Andrew Jones seriously. Nah, sir. Man lie like I was, so me not take him serious. Him not take him goddamn self serious. For instance, look at this picture. Look at him face. Look at him happy. Happy to get something when I work for. Look there. Happy to get anything that's hook him up. Somebody at the university will hook him up. And I tell you, say that straight line to the Labour Right Party at a university also. The same nastiness what Jamaica do at Jamaica. Remember the other day I tell you, yesterday I tell you now. The same nastiness what Jamaica them do at Jamaica, the backdoor deal and all type of Labour Right and PNP nonsense, then they are foreigner do it too. They will pull string because in the name of politics where them in them job are foreign. You want to bet there's a straight line to the Labour Right Party. Somebody work at this university. Delaware University. I pass at university. Me stop out there. Me look upon it. And I pass it. I say, right, then at the university, they say, they give such man the sitting where I work for. I look upon the place so I'm happy. Right now, such man, he probably want all a purple heart. And he never in the military. Give me a purple heart. Give me anything. He just like these accolades when I work for. You understand me? So you hear the brother say, no man not take you serious. So I just want people to understand. Him not your online degree, your doctorate, but him saying a some circle. You understand me? Then poo-poo it. You know, some England talk. But anyway, me quick continue this one go on there. What a man love pull string, man. Somebody pull up. Me say if you run a research, there is a straight line from this University of Delaware straight to the Labour Right Party. Because anywhere Jamaican there, them always do some dirt. They always do some backdoor deal and pull string. So look a dirty thing, just like politics at Jamaica. Same way. And then when they are foreign and do the nasty in the same way. In the name of politics. So I want to believe that some people there and I send gun guard Jamaica. I want to believe. Them there, but their mindset not change. Enough of them there and them still up on the plantation. Why you believe a man will leave Jamaica, come here, somebody just steal a pop barrel with weapon, go back to Jamaica, boy, you run off turf and a foreigner there? Them there about their mind still in the garbage. Continue.
As it is to convince anyone of the value of a PhD, poo it in a ton of different ways. It's going to make it harder to get grant money if you want to go into academia. It's going to make it much harder to sort of convince people that you are actually valuable to their institution. It's the experience, it's the whole package of the PhD that these people currently value. And by doing it online...
You hear that? It's a word package. Them PhD, I want to hear the brother say. And to anybody who have tried to pursue, must take this thing, that PhD, must have to take this thing into consideration. Yeah.
But at the moment, the way the current system is, you will not be taken seriously if you've done the entirety of your PhD online. And that's because, you know, academia is slow moving. It is glacial when it comes to progress. And the problem is these dinosaurs in the upper echelons of academia, they do not value anything that is unfamiliar or scary or confusing to them. So if you say I've got a PhD online, even if it's from, you know, a relatively good university, I really feel like they're going to poo-poo it in a ton of different ways. It's going to make it harder to get grant money if you want to go into academia. It's going to make it much harder to sort of convince people that you are actually valuable to their institution. It's the experience, it's the whole package of the PhD that these people currently value. And by doing it online, I think you're doing yourself a disservice at the moment, because
people not hear that. We just wanted to hear it. And it's not from me. This brother have this channel and the Stapleton and YouTube where he teach all type of stuff about education, right? Take it from the guys that with them PhD. And them I listen to, you know. Yeah. Take it from the people with them PhD and them I listen to. So Dr. Nigel having PhD, not true. Bright man. See me? See me? A different thing for what such man I pursue. Totally different. Nigel Clark could have studied his book and have sleepless nights, just like what Dr. Francis tell me say. Him have sleepless nights. Dr. Francis, yes, sir. Tell me say sleepless nights to get his PhD. So such man get film stuff the easy route online, and we're surprised it's done so quick. People, oh, you gonna believe a liar man? Oh, you gonna believe a liar man will lie about every damn thing? We see even bloggers a blog about the crime number where come from the government. Never wonder if them blogger labor writer what them depend. As a blogger, oh, you believe a number? We are do blogging and know so the government lie. Right? We burn them about all type of lie with them tell. But them gonna put out some number about crime statistics. And you, in a right conscious mind, believe it? You don't believe nothing else. Everything else a lie. But the numbers, to make them look good enough. So them don't believe you get the right number. Any number you put out, they must benefit from it. It must be a number to make them look good or we are improved in terms of murders. But in reality, what is it? Let's continue to listen to this brother. Pierre bogus, we don't believe nothing.
Yeah, you just won't be taken seriously. And, you know, it's hard enough as it is to convince anyone of the value of a PhD, let alone if it's been done 100% online from an institution that no one has even heard of. And that's unfortunately the raw truth. So there we have it. I think the way it lies at the moment, doing an online PhD is a terrible idea. And that's because it just doesn't offer the same experience, the same access, the same sort of qualification that you would get if you do it completely in person. That said, I really feel like there's a little crack in the market for doing a PhD online. If you're a medical doctor and you want to get your PhD, or you're in education and you want to access different pay grades and sort of like get higher up in your field or your career. If you're in government that requires PhDs to access higher levels of administration or whatever, I think that is so important. And of course, there is a little place, I think, in there for an online PhD, because you're still completely involved in that normal working environment. You'll still have access to the field, to the knowledge, to the people, to, you know, you really understand it in a physical sense. And yeah, that's where I think an online PhD will go. And hybrid will be the first step, because there are some things you can do online, but not everything. All right, then. You guys, as always, are the real experts in all of this. Let me know what you think about online PhDs in the comments below. Let's help each other out. And also go check out academiainsider.com. That's my project where I've got my ebook, the Ultimate Academic Writing Toolkit, as well as the PhD Survival Guide. And I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you, Andy. So guys, I just want you to know, on social media, everything is out here, you know, people. I just want to know everything, anything you want to learn, good or bad. You want to learn to cook rice this morning, you can go on social media. So, gone are the days when these guys come tell me one bunch of lie, I will take it and run with it. See, we name it up. No, man. No politician is supposed to be able to tell us no lie when the answer is at our fingertip. We're supposed to challenge the lies. If we have the tools to do it, yes, we have the tools. Guys, going to a short break. I'll be right back.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me. I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
Guys, what you guys doing? Yeah, man, make you hear something about these online universities, right? Because Jaja, let me see. There is a bunch of stuff online about why you should not come to Northeastern University, why you should not apply at Northeastern University, and the truth about Northeastern University. There's a lot of things online about these things. The truth about Northeast backside. And like I said, all this stuff is just right at your fingertip. You don't have to search too hard to find it, people. Me say politicians are supposed to sit down and tell we lying on my man. You're mad somebody. Make we listen what I go on so. We want to find somebody who's but hear this.
Sidelines, thinking they're doing quite.
Hold on, people. Run this.
Hi, I'm Steven, and I'm about to present to you guys something that is really disturbing and shocking. And something that is of great concern. If you live in Massachusetts, or you are thinking of coming to Massachusetts to attend college or universities, there is one school that you're not going to want to go to, and that school is Northeastern University. And I'm going to present to you guys the reason why you would not want to go to Northeastern University.
What?
All right, guys. So this is an agreement that was worked out between Northeastern University and myself. And it says down the bottom here that I may not enter in the College of Engineering at this time. It says that it's suggested that you take Calculus 3, differential equations, and linear algebra at another accredited institution to receive a grade of B or better in all 3 classes. And then it goes on to say that another review will be conducted upon the receipt of evidence of successful completion of coursework. Now, I went ahead and took those 3 math courses. And so this is my transcript. I just covered up any personal identifiable markers such as my social security number. So it shows here that I took linear algebra and received a grade of A-. I received a B+ in Calculus 3, and I received a B in ordinary differential equations. So I completed all 3 of the courses that Northeastern University stated in the contract with grades that succeeded what they're looking for. Now, when I presented this transcript along with this contract back to the school, I was denied admission into Northeastern University. And so the reason why I was denied admission is not because I lacked the math skills or the scientific science skills that are necessary to complete a degree in electrical engineering. Instead, the reason why I was denied admission is because of my race as an African-American male. And that's why I felt like it was important to create this video, because not only did I want to show how Northeastern University discriminates against minorities, but I also want to warn those who are considering going to said school. Because, if I had known that Northeastern University is a school that is racist, I would have never applied to Northeastern University. And that's why I felt like it was important to create this video. Because you know what? I also would not want this to happen to anyone else. I would not wish this upon my worst enemies. And so if you know a lawyer, or you feel like you could be of assistance and help me out with this, please contact me at the email that's provided in the description of this video. And
so it might go to wire. So I just want to know the views expressed in these videos not necessarily have Jamaican Carlos TV views. I'm just play some things so people can have them. Pay attention around you while you pursue your dream as we walk on earth. Make we play something again.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Margot, and I'm assuming a lot of you are new here. You probably just got accepted into Northeastern and kind of testing the waters as to which school you might want to go to, and deciding like, oh, maybe Northeastern's good for me, but you really want to know the cold, hard facts, and I'm here to give you just that. A lot of friends of mine who just got admitted into Northeastern have been asking me a lot of questions, so I thought it'd be best to just compile them all in one video so that you guys can just get the information you want. Are
you guys listening clearly? Are you guys hearing clearly? Yeah.
Current freshman here at Northeastern, and I was originally in the NUN program, so I did not go abroad, but I was in Boston, so you can check that out. Probably come up somewhere here. It's on my channel. Go find any information you want of that. I have a few dorm tours if you want to check that out as well. I'm currently in International Village, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. To start this off, I feel like most importantly, academics is the biggest thing everyone's kind of wondering about. Is it too hard? Is it a lot of work? What do they offer me? Northeastern is mainly known for their co-op program, which basically is during a semester and a little bit into your summer, you can go work for other people, and either paid or non-paid. There's like internships, so you can kind of figure out before you even get out into the workforce if you like the position and vocation you're kind of choosing for yourself. So I think it's really a stellar for Northeastern. It was a stellar for me, among many other things, but definitely top of the list for academics right there, for opportunities at least. And that includes their study abroad program. They have a global experience page. It's amazing. There's dialogues. There's so many opportunities. That's honestly for me why I chose to go to Northeastern. Just the amount of opportunities that were given to me, I couldn't pass them up, you know? I know I have gotten a lot of questions about, like, if you can do this and that at the same time, like 2 different majors. They offer double majors here. They offer combined majors here. I'm actually in a combined major myself. I'm in political science and international affairs, and I'm possibly considering minoring in psychology or French. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that yet, but the Northeastern is very flexible. Your advisors are with you all the time. There to help you plan your 4 to 5 years, however long you want to be there for, very efficiently. So when you talk to your advisor, you'll be able to pretty much do anything you want. They're really flexible and can make things happen. As far as work, this is probably the biggest question. Northeastern is a hard school. It's a hard school to get into, but it's also just a hard school to be at, right? So I've gotten a lot of questions like, I don't want to be stressed the entire time, like, and all of questions like that. I can personally say from my own experience, political science and international affairs can be a lot of reading, and I'm only at the forefront of them, just starting out. And I'm doing just fine. As long as you prioritize your work and have decent work ethic, I think you will succeed here. I'm doing completely fine with work ethic and all that. And I know some kids who don't necessarily study every day or anything, and they're just doing fine too. I would say it is also very dependent on your major. I know business majors may have a little bit less. I know biochem majors might have a little bit more, but it's all different. It's geared towards what you want to do, which is another really good reason why I like Northeastern, because it's very geared towards your strengths. And you can learn, like, focus on your weaknesses too and, like, better those, but at the same time, your strengths are, like, really shine through here. I love that because I'm not a huge science person, and I can still, like, currently I'm in an English class that's about science fiction, and I love science fiction, but it's a writing class, so I'm kind of, like, mixing the worlds, you know? Given this, like, outlet, people really wonder, like, how is the social life on campus? Do you hang out with friends? Is it easy to make friends as a freshman here? Personally, I would say with COVID, it has been a lot harder. I can't lie. Being in the NUN program is also separate from, like, meeting friends your first semester. Speaking from a person in that program, I liked how we had more of a community in the West End. It was like we're all NUN students. We have nowhere else to go. Like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So I hung out with people on my floor. You kind of do meet people, but what happens with COVID, I feel like it's like you find some people and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to hang out with these people because you don't want to interact with too many people. You don't know where they've been. So it's given, like, us a little less opportunity to meet more people, I would say. But as far as being on campus, how do I explain this? I'm going to restart this. This is hard to explain. In my personal opinion, I think Northeastern lacks community a little bit. I don't really feel as though I am part of a school. Like, I'm going to school here, but at the same time, it's like we're all just studying because we're bettering ourselves. Like, it's different. College can be what you make of it, but college here is also very independent, self-driven. You make the most out of college here. And I truly believe that. Believe that anywhere, but I know at some campuses it's more like there's party or like big party life, stuff like that. I would not say that's prominent here. So I would say it does lack a little community, but granted, we also have not had, like, the bean pot. We haven't had really any sporting events. I feel like community really comes from things like hockey here, because that's, like, a huge thing here, which I'm really excited to hopefully next year go to a game, but it's fine. I just wanted to say really quick about the lack of community thing. I do think Northeastern lacks community, but I also think their campus, because it is more of a campus, not just, like, in the city, like maybe Suffolk might be. I think that helps a lot with being able to feel a part of the community. Just wanted to say that. Another thing right now I think is important, because if you're very extroverted, I'm a very extroverted person, but I think Northeastern has made me more of, like, an ambivert. I don't know if that's the right term, but there's nothing wrong with that. I actually appreciate it more. But I would say if you're really, really extroverted, it can be hard to make friends here. It also is just, like, right now, it's honestly, COVID is just, like, really pushed people to stay inside. Not that you shouldn't, but it's really pushed people to like kind of just like be by themselves and like be fine with it, which is fine, like watching TV and all that. But like at some point it comes to a level where I don't think it's okay. But I would say if you're looking for like a frat party school or anything, there are frat parties and things like that here. I've personally not been to one. COVID, I'm not going to, so I couldn't really give you much information on that, but it's not a huge part of life here. There are sororities and fraternities, and I feel like a lot of people that I know have joined sororities this past semester, mainly because it's harder to make friends because of COVID, and like it kind of gives you that sense of community you might be lacking. So I think that could be a reason as to why so many people joined fraternities and sororities this semester. But as far as social life, I would say it is what you make of it, but it can be difficult to make friends. I don't know. So another important thing is what is there to do around campus. So this comes up a lot for people who are not from the New England area or who've never really been to Boston. I live relatively close to Boston, so I have visited so many places here. But the key points here, I would say, to hit while you're on campus. First of all, you're on Huntington Ave. So there is so much to do on Huntington Ave. It's crazy.
Hold on. Me nah make you know the spot that we should hang out. You know, go to school if you go learn. Me nah tell you if you go hang out. Anyway, people. Me play one fine. My God. Me have 2 more clips to play. Because take this from my brother. Sometime I want to hear. And maybe hear the brother talk about PhD ripoff, online PhD program scam. Let's see if we are learning the people. We are learning. How are they, man? We are learning together. We are learning together, people. We are learning about the online PhD scam. Short break. I'll be right back.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
This is what.
Yes, family, wagwan. We're gonna this brother right here complain about online PhD ripoff. Let's hear his story.
So I was looking into, school psychology PhD programs, and I was trying to find out, the best program for me. I've been in school forever, and I'm just really ready to become a school psychologist, but it's been so hard trying to find a really good program, so I was looking online and I found this really good online program, but when I called, this is what happened. Hello, I wanted to know more about your school psychology program.
Well, let's see. The process of applying this is just you don't have to have any of your transcripts. You don't have to send any GRE scores in. You don't have to do any of that. You don't even have to have any letters of recommendation. All you have to do is send in, you have to complete our online application and pay the $250 application fee.
What?
And then we'll go ahead and get you started tomorrow on classes.
So I can start classes tomorrow?
Yeah, we don't waste any time getting everybody in these classes. We really value education. We really want to get.
People, remember, a lot of these online universities, I like to hear a while ago, scamming, and it's all about their money, Listen to the three card man on the phone attack to the young man.
Online application and pay the $250 application fee, and then we'll go ahead and get you started.
Hold on, back it up.
On class. And you don't have to do anything.
Back it up.
The process of applying is just you don't have to have any of your transcripts. You don't have to send any GRE scores in. You don't have to do any of that. You don't even have to have any letters of recommendation. All you have to do is send in, you have to complete our online application and pay the $250 application fee, and then we'll go ahead and get you started tomorrow on classes.
So I can start classes tomorrow?
Yeah, we don't waste any time getting everybody in these classes. We really value education.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to make the process easy for our students, and so you can apply on Tuesday and be in class by Wednesday.
What?
Wow. Could you actually tell me a little bit about the cost of the program? Because I was looking on the website and I didn't really see anything about the cost. So
You said you wanted to know the cost of the program?
yes, sir. Can you tell me about?
Well, we don't promote any sort of cost for the program, but we send out a bill at the end of every semester, so you don't have to pay anything up front, but you will get a bill at the end of the semester.
Well, but how much are the classes? I mean, how much was it?
Scammer them there. Hold on, the people. Hold on. If I call, I'll come in.
Well, it just all depends on how many classes you were taking and, additional tuition and fees.
I mean, but I need to know kind of what the cost of the classes are going to be. I mean, I need to know kind of what I'm going to need to pay, because I need to know how much financial aid I need to take.
Yeah,
so,
well, we don't really like to get into any sort of financial formality conversations, but just know that you'll get the bill and you can determine, if you need to send any loans back or anything like that. We just want to get you into classes as soon as we can get you into classes.
But I just don't.
The only upfront cost that you need to be concerned about is that $250.
$250. But I thought the application fee was $200.
Well, the application fee is $200, but we do an additional $50 for processing.
Of the $50 processing fee. Well, could you at least tell me about how long the program is?
Well, this is about a 1.5 year program.
1.5 years for a PhD program?
Why? Hold on. All up on the same deal as such Dr. Suchman get. 1.5 year, people. No, me that's what I know if on the same deal Dr. Suchman get. Because me not look at people. Me say everything is at our fingertip. Who doesn't find it and educate yourself as if someone take all away for a donkey? Eh? 1.5 years, even the young man ask on the phone. You can hear on the phone and say like, don't need to ask about money, we care about our students. It's not about the students. Because the bill come to him. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, it's designed to be one of them accelerated programs. This is an accelerated.
Hold on.
Application fee is $200.
Hey, it's so like Ricky Smiley. Don't it so like Ricky Smiley when I play that church woman there? Lord, make you listen.
And we do an additional $50 for processing.
Of the $50 processing fee, well, could you at least tell me about how long the program is?
Well, this is about a 1.5 year program.
1.5 years for a PhD program?
Well, yeah, it's designed to be one of them what do you call them? Accelerated programs. This is an accelerated PhD program.
Well, but would I be able to get licensed with this PhD?
Well, we always encourage our students to check with your state licensing boards because we are not responsible for whether or not you get your school psychology license.
Hold on, Lord have mercy. Yo, it's me glad me play that clip. I know it is very important when we encourage people to go to school now. Yeah. It's also important for the ones them out there listen for the people who are take with a donkey. I'm gonna a year and a half to get a doctorate. The young man say, "Are you serious?" And the man do a video while him call them and record everything. Let's pull it a little bit back. I wonder if a year and a half doctorate and Jonas get Dr. Such Lord Jesus. You see me there, child. How man be in the office I work so hard, never work so hard, and the first premise I work so hard, and still I pursue doctorate in a year and a half. They hold on. Then we don't can get through in a 2 weeks or 1 day. Listen.
Yeah, it's designed to be one of them, what do you call them? Accelerated programs. This is an accelerated PhD program.
Well, but would I be able to get licensed with this PhD?
Well, we always encourage our students to check with your state licensing boards because we are not responsible for whether or not you get your school psychology license.
Damn.
Is there a way that I'll be able to come talk to somebody on a campus? I mean, do you guys have a campus that I could actually go?
No, we don't have a campus or anything. We are just online, and we, us representatives, we have our own offices, and we work.
People, you see me talk to somebody online or so. They probably hang up long time. Just the way all them a flow, so it's a scammer. But the brother listen to them because enough universities online. People soup me, I drink while me I listen to it, Yeah, man, some manage water, me warm up and me say, Anyway, don't forget Trump University. What happened at Trump University? These kids, the students, they get a certificate, we can take them through the world. A lot of scam is online, people. And while we are, navigate to self-run education online, this is also good to listen to. Scammer.
That I'll be able to come talk to somebody on a campus. I mean, do you guys have a campus that I could actually go?
We don't have a campus or anything. We are just online, and we, us representatives, we have our own offices. We work remotely, but there's nobody that you're going to be able to talk to on any sort of campus.
Okay, well, let me just ask you this. Does the school have regional accreditation?
We're accredited by the happenstance accreditation for online school psychology programs.
But does the school have regional accreditation?
Regional accreditation? Well,
Cricket.
Hello?
Cricket.
Hello?
What is the name of that?
So since I couldn't find out any information from that representative, I actually found someone who had gotten into the program, and this is what they told me when I called them.
No, dude, you don't want to get into that program because, dude, I got into that program. They said that you ain't got to send in no transcripts. You ain't got to send in no letters of recommendation. You ain't even got to have a 2.5 GPA. I said, woo, and I'm getting into this program. Dude, when I tell you at the end of that semester, they sent me a bill for $45,000, and I only took 2 classes, dude. Then they said, then they sent me another bill after that talking about a distance fee. I was like, that wasn't already in the tuition. They said, no, that wasn't no tuition. They sent me another bill for $15,000 for a distance fee, convenience fee, dude.
Dude.
What is they doing, dude? Man, I that program and I tried to sue them, but man, dude, they got so much money. They sitting up there ripping folk off, dude, and I don't even know what to do, dude.
Needless to say, I will not be attending that program.
Thank you, dude. But Lee Brady say, they'll rip me off, do, say, dude, do. So these people take people for donkey. And as you can see, that's an experience from one young man who, you don't need nothing, man. You want to be a doctor today? Yes. Just send us, sign this, and you can start on the course to become a doctor tomorrow. Be anything you want. All about lawyer. Yes, we got that too, okay? We got that. But I'm going to play one final clip for you guys. It is a warning. Like I said, the views expressed in these videos is not necessarily that of my views, right? And this platform views. We just play a video, make the people hear what are going out there. Now, I'm going to play colleges you need to avoid. That's the brother I say. So let me see what I go on. Me not go them college, but make sure we hear what I go on. That means we can know if we navigate Earth even more better based on information.
What's happening, guys? It's Shane here. Very quick video for you guys today. Basically, what I'm going to be talking about is which colleges you need to avoid. And with that being said, right after you gently tap the like button, let's get this one to 1,000 likes. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. We will jump right into it. And the number one type of college you want to avoid is going to be the online for-profit university mills. Now, I don't want to name anyone specifically on this channel because I don't want to subject myself to like getting sued or anything like that. But, it's been in the news. All you have to do is type in sketchy online for-profit schools. A list of them will pop up. It's very easy for you to Google this yourself if you want to do it. But basically, these online for-profit university mills will put you into programs where you're basically, the degree that you get is not going to be respected by any hiring manager or business owner. If they see that you graduated from that university, they are going to throw your resume in the trash can. It might even be better for you to not have any degree at all than to have a degree from one of those universities. On top of that, they are relatively expensive as well. Now, first of all, right off the bat, you want to make sure that the school is accredited. So make sure that it's accredited by the U.S. Department of Education, but this is honestly like the bare minimum. There have been schools that turned out to be kind of scams later on, especially the big ones that made the news because they ended up, having a settlement with people, and those schools were actually accredited. So just because a school is accredited doesn't mean they still aren't a scam or a semi-scam. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a resource that, in my opinion, is a lot more reliable. It'll tell you whether a college is a good value or not. The next one on the list is going to be overpriced liberal arts colleges. So a lot of these liberal arts colleges are ridiculously expensive. Some of them are even more expensive than Ivy League schools. And they claim that you're going to have an amazing alumni network and this and that. And, maybe if you live in a certain area, you might be able to take advantage of that alumni network. But usually it just is not going to pay off for the average person. On the same note, another one that's not worth it is going to be overpriced private universities. Wow. Because of the fact that they are private universities, they have that private university status, they can then charge you a lot more than something like a public school or a state school. And again, data shows that you're not really going to make all that much more going to these universities on average than you will just going to a state school. And it costs way, way more, sometimes like 2 to 3 times as much. Wow. So your return on investment, the ROI, is just not going to be there. The next one on the list is going to be colleges with a bad reputation. Now, this one's a little bit more difficult to explain, but basically, you know, like some of the clients I've worked with, for instance, there's one school in particular that I'm thinking of when this pops into my head. Not going to say who they are, but a lot of the time they will actually cause people to graduate with a degree that should take 4 years in 6 to 7 years instead. And they do this, in my opinion, on purpose because they make more money. So they basically just needlessly make it incredibly difficult for you to finish your degree in that 4-year track. If you aren't on top of everything, taking extra classes every semester, getting really good grades, whenever the classes pop up, like on the very first day, you're waiting there like to get into the class so that you can actually take that class in the right semester. And then of course you have to take this class before you take that class, and then that class before you take this other class. So they make it very difficult for you to finish your degree on time. And it should be a type of degree that you should be able to finish on time relatively easily. There's also schools out there that will kind of overcharge you. So for instance, when you're comparing like the cost of different schools, it's better, in my opinion, to go to a school that has a block rate rather than a credit rate. So a block rate is basically where they're going to charge you a certain amount for a semester, and whether you want to take like 13 credits or 18 credits, you're going to be paying the same amount. Whereas a credit rate, if you are an overachiever and you want to take extra credits, you're going to have to pay a lot more. And I think just in general, colleges that aren't very supportive of their students, right? So colleges that don't help their students find a career afterwards. They don't have a very good career center. Now, the only way for you to figure out whether your college is going to be one of those is to, first of all, you know, try to do a lot of research online. There are rankings for colleges online. Those can be kind of helpful. Talk to people who actually went to the college. But I think a really good resource is collegescorecard.ed.gov, right? So this is basically, I'll have it pop up on the screen, College Scorecard. It's a website that was created by the government to kind of help people evaluate which colleges are doing a good job, which colleges are worth it. So it's always a good idea to look up your college that you're thinking about attending on College Scorecard. It's going to give you a lot of different metrics, right? So University of Washington, for instance, is a college that scores very high on here. 83% graduation rate, that's fantastic. You'll see some of the colleges on here have like a 20% graduation rate or a 30%, which is not good. Average annual cost, $13,000. That's not bad. You can even look stuff up by the field of study. You can look up like how much people make if they graduate with like an astrology degree versus an architecture degree or an engineering degree. You can look that up on here. I did make an entire video on this. You can check that video out, but yeah, fantastic resource. But anyways, check out my other videos right here. I made them just for you. Go ahead, gently tap the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell.
All right, guys, that's the final video. Now I'm gonna show you something. This, I believe, this is my opinion. I'm gonna leave one now, but I'm gonna give my opinion on all of this. I believe all of this new stuff we are here about. Cause I really don't believe the Prime Minister get no goddamn doctorate. I mean, joking thing that everything like, remember, I don't believe nothing from them. I don't believe a number or a letter from this administration. I don't believe nothing. So those of you who believe in a liar, that today a liar is not going to lie, he might tell you the truth today. Totally up to you. All right? Feel comfortable doing so. Now, I believe all of them garbage we see are throw out appear to look like shiny objects for we to run down. You know what they look like to call us? One pile of garbage. Me no run down garbage. If them think them a show off some shiny objects off the truck for we to run down, me no run down garbage. All of them the shiny distraction, them objects there, we not follow them. Them a distraction. People, come here. Boy, you know see how the labor them a work hard to bury the Integrity Commission report. You know, so them I work hard for like take off the fire that gonna come. People, I believe there's something that come not gonna be good. I believe there's something bad that come. See, the PNP asked them to come back in a parliament fast, make them dish out the sauce. Yeah, because time taxpayers must know which criminal we have in our office. And you understand me? I believe there's something bigger come. You can see how them approach it. You can see how all the labor them come out. And all of them discrediting the Integrity Commission. You understand me? But remember, the Integrity Commission is not the labor rights best friend. Remember, it was the Integrity Commission who investigate and find out that the Prime Minister hand deep in the cookie jar and corruption when he was at the Ministry of Education. The labor them did not like that. Right back then, such man come off of the plane and go meet them in people them up at the headquarters. The first thing come out of him out and what him say? The Integrity Commission Act have to go change. Something need fixing. So therefore, the investigator find you in a fraud and corruption, and you want to attack the integrity, the investigators, is some Trumpian style. You investigate the investigators, you attack the investigators. That's what labor rights is doing right now. You go on social media, them vloggers doing a wonderful job. Yeah, discrediting the Integrity Commission. They are on a campaign to discredit the Integrity Commission, spread some false rumors and lies. Just even Observer did it the other day. Put out a piece so like any vlogger, just make pure nice and nothing not come together. The whole nice with Observer make. Me couldn't pick up nothing out of it, and I read it for you guys. I'll show you where Observer brought themselves to a level like some blogger. Yeah, blogger, look here, walk around some blogger show, because blogger do research. You understand me? So I see all this thing and this attack to the Integrity Commission. Me also see another radio station publish stuff where appears as if he might get it from the Integrity Commission. No, if you want to spread doubt with about the credibility of the Integrity Commission, wouldn't you put out a piece of report will make it look like say you are getting the story, the information from the place where the doubt is coming from? Wouldn't you? The blogger then out here and yap up them mouth and I say, boy, the Integrity Commission have the integrity. And the news media, the media in Jamaica help them by adding say them get their information like from inside or somebody close to the Integrity Commission. Remember, it is the Integrity Commission that matter about saying integrity, you know. So the labor right, mouthpiece, radio and news media now, them come out also and act like we get a piece of information from the Integrity Commission or somebody close. So I know to everybody I look upon. Here comes the radio, the news media in Jamaica. Saying that, remember, you know, everybody doubt them, you know. So how come the news media in Jamaica I publish something coming from a source where everybody doubt? Make sense out of it. How is it news media publishing something where them claim coming from a source where everybody doubt? When I say ratchet them I said, I'll PNP me see jump feed too. On this platform, I will remain quiet about the integrity report until me see it. We don't know nothing, people. We don't know what in there, but all me feel in my belly, something big is going to happen. Something big is in store. Something big is about to happen. Something big is in store. So even this PhD stuff is everything that got people in my choke on the wall. Anything stick. Can I realize that everything in my fling? We still up on the report, boss. Once in the report. Why about illicit aid? Everything them fling, we say not there. We are focused on the prize. Look what thing fling out there. Whole heap of thing fling out there. Whole heap of garbage. Come in and call it shiny object. A garbage me see them out there. Garbage from everywhere. Vloggers, news media, newspaper, TV. Everybody I help. I know we are here about PhD. I know we are here about PhD. Let me tell you something, people. I'm going to tell you what I said the other day. The Integrity Commission need fixing. Everything in Jamaica need fixing. Everything. When I say everything. But also, may also consider is the working environment these people are working in very deadly. One man almost lose his life. Get caught up and briefcase snatched. Right? Remember that. So these people are working in a very, very deadly environment, hostile environment. When you have politicians who grab the microphone and the bully pulpit and come and just tear them down in the public. Yeah? Government worker we are talking about, you know. Government work, all right? When they have politicians or crooked and they want them corruption come out, them corrupt politicians without integrity are attack the Integrity Commission. It is not the first time we see this thing. The first time they liberate them do it, the man gets shot, almost lose his life. And it was the last time when they did a report by Andrew Honest, when it was crooked, all this crooked behavior at the Ministry of Education. Corruption prosecutor never find it in her beautiful heart to prosecute the man. Me don't know what I'm going, you know. Like me already telling you. A lot of these jobs at Jamaica, they don't get it because of merit. People lay down their way and suck them way to the top. I just saw me I tell you. People lay down their way and suck them way in this position. A lot of people, you see, in a lot of these positions, no matter what them look like, man and woman, sucked and pumped their way to the top. Me not lie, you know. So therefore, nothing is going to work correctly. Too much cronyism and nepotism and corruption. Nothing is going to work good no matter how it's designed to work. Nothing, people. So corruption prosecutor never want prosecute the man, even though Integrity Commission say, do it. Them do them job and recommend prosecution for the Prime Minister. Guess what corruption prosecutor say? Even though they are adequate evidence to charge the Prime Minister, them go through some time in it, some statute of limitation. I saw this man I get when, you know? I saw them claim say this man I get when this man I should have Jaja. Now here we go again. Here we go again with the labor at them again. Same Prime Minister. Yeah, man, the same crooked one. Where crookedness and corruption can't come off his name. Anyway, you find crookedness, look closely. Such man's name is laying right close by. So here we go again, another investigation. Integrity Commission do them work with the limited resources and the environment where them are working at. And the people them who them put on the Integrity Commission and the Oversight Committee will hover over the people, and the people can work independently. They have a bunch of labor writers oversee. So here we go again. Then a report on Andrew Honest. The labor them come out again. Who them come out to attack again? The same people where one of them members get shot to do their job and expose the Prime Minister when he was working at the Ministry of Education, and him was the Education Minister. Who remember that? Here we go again. Who do I investigate again? The same crooked Prime Minister, because no stopping was put to it. So he could have do anything he want to do again. Because man get a slap on the wrist. No discipline. So we're going to stop the Prime Minister from doing all of this nonsense. So hear them come again. All kind of nonsense at the Integrity Commission, but not stick people. Bloggers and people of Jamaica still ask answers. What the hell happened to the illicit 8? We want to know them. We don't constantly lock up scammers. Scammers who are earning money by illicit enrichment. Gaining wealth by crooked means, criminal means. That's what the illicit 6 mean, or the illicit 8. That's what illicit mean. Gaining wealth by criminal means. So is the scammer. Gaining wealth by crooked or criminal means. And that the scammer them do. Illicit enrichment. Same thing. So the scammers and the Prime Minister are share similar occupation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Can you imagine? Scammers in Jamaica and our politicians are share similar, engaged in a similar occupation. Where them get illicit enrichment, get wealth by criminal means. Some of that's why you guys to know that. So if the scammer can get caught up, grabbed and sent go foreign to go face justice. For thief people their foreign money. So when the politician of Jamaica thief people of Jamaica money, poor people, how them to walk free? The difference between them and scammer thief people from foreign money. Them thief from them own poor people. Backside. You hear me say? The difference between politician and scammer. Scammer thief foreign money. Politician thief the poor people money. Scammer go to jail. Politician go to jail. Scammer scam the people. Politician end up corrupt. Scammer earn the name scammer. The politician never go called corrupt. But just have to show that out there. Because I observe Something else is gonna come out. Remember the other day, me do a video. No? Me say what else will come out? By tomorrow morning, sickness come out, people. Me say you want bet by tomorrow morning, sickness come out. So that then gonna Haiti. Why now? See a week we hear the sitting there going in the hot fire and the corruption. Why now? Don't forget that man ball out, boy. Cyber attacking them office. Remember I said them hack him office? You remember when them hacked the Prime Minister office? Who remembered when them hacked the Prime Minister office? It was the same time them came out with the Integrity Commission report come out with Western Construction. At the same time, and exposes corruption at the Education Ministry. It was the same time. Andrew Onis was not on the island when that happened. He was in the Bahamas when the news broke. And out of the Bahamas, while he was in the Bahamas, and the news have come out about him corruption and he's up for prosecution. The news hit the world stage. World news it make. That Andrew Onis was up for prosecution. He was to be prosecuted. And news all over the world said Jamaican Prime Minister to be prosecuted. In that time, people, all of a sudden, before you come back home, you know, there is a cyber attack in them office. I want you to understand who you are dealing with, you know. You understand who you are dealing with? Such man. And such man understand who you might deal with up as so. The son of a Rasta man. You can't fool me, such man. Me know your every move. Must I tell you, say, you're very transparent. Me can see right through you. Such man, me can see right through you. You move them and something when me not see. Me can't see you before you even go around the corner. Enough time I tell you, so me know you more than your wife, you know. It's like me know you before you come around the corner. You see me? So all this nice one I make all about soldier gonna Haiti all of a sudden. What else you not gonna do now? What else you not gonna do? Because now me I hear about that soldier gonna Haiti doctorate. Flood the news cycle. Just flood it with anything. Just flood it. So when you find 8 more politicians different from the 8 we want to see the name them drop a parliament. People don't even understand the confusion of the labor that they try to create. Them come up with 8 more politicians. The number 8, you know. Remember me tell you about the number 8? They did not say 7 or 9. It's 8. It is designed to confuse you. Which 8 we are talking about? Maybe this are the 8 man, and this are the right 8 with 5 PNP and 3 labor right. No, they don't have no 8. What kind of 8 them are talking about? No illicit. No, sir. Too much work to make we lose a cent. That's why we know that something big is about to happen. Doesn't look good, people. Make a wait. I will wait for the work from the Integrity Commission. We know about do the best to do look at resources they have and the hostile work environment. After somebody gets shot at the job, I'm not saying I want to quit. We're not a real hero, you know. We're no good. I give you the credit. I understand say everything in Jamaica need fixing. Everything. But think about your man get caught up for doing job and nobody quit. Nobody said, no, sir. You better me pay around the job after me. Nobody dirt me if I do my job. Man get caught up if I do the job. Integrity Commission. The last time them do them work by Andrew Onis. And look for the labor right now again. Here they go again. Remember the Integrity Commission is the Integrity Commission of 2017. The labor right Andrew Onis coming up power in 2016. So the PNP, Mark Golden, created the Integrity Commission. So Andrew Onis don't know how he work. Want to act like him have integrity too. He may say him no, a father nothing. He want a big father, them say, boy, I'm have integrity now, you know, so thief again. A borrows in he want at the time. Me read about it. Andrew Onis wanted loans. And we so bad in the, you know, we bad. We look bad people in terms of corruption index. We weren't getting any loan. Yeah? So what you gonna do when you gonna lift up Mark Golden or the PNP, them Integrity Commission Act in 2017, I say I sign it up. People, it was to get loan. You know what I hear me say? You think I joke thing? We study them there already. I read and do that in research. I do video and those already. So them in my head. Put on. So I take it up and give it to you right now. When Andrew Unas take up the Integrity Commission and write it into law 2017, it was not because he want changes in the country. It was to get what? Loan. So in order for us to look for the good for the international market, and we corruption index balance, and that him see quick for run go. But they realize, say, no, sir, this is bigger than me. They really hold people accountable. Where you see him do? Put on gag order, cut up it, trim it, cut up all the, just disfigure the stuff that is not even functioning well. They disfigure the thing, not functioning well. So like we said, under the hostile and deadly environment them have to work under, I will sit down and wait until that report come out. Don't bother be surprised tomorrow if you hear Andrew Unas wake up and turn Christian and then go and baptize. They brother will do anything to sit down in the office. This is my belief, including blood. This is my belief. This brother will do anything. Anything, people. I tell you. Blood are blood. And this is all me believe in my heart. This man will do anything. Sorry. To stay in the office, people. The man will do anything to stay in the office. I'm a believer in my heart. Yes. This brother will do anything to stay in the office. Anything. I hope this video makes sense in every sentence. First, we start with the pursuit of PhD and the, look at knowledge at the front of it from guys with PhD and have them social media page where they can teach you something. Me also play one of the young men who are try get his PhD and him call one of them school and appear scamming and nonsense. Them I tell the man. Me also play where you hear about some of these school have to pay attention. Because there are so many online school, and when you done you this or that online, the young man asks if he can get his certificate. Them say, brother, you're there on your own. Me just scam your money and fool like Trump University. You're there on your own. Hey, yo, where your office there? Exactly. Where your office there? Anyway, my beautiful people, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's a wonderful Sunday today. I hope I and make your peas burn or your rice burn. If your rice and peas should burn today because you're watching me, don't throw it out. Don't throw it out. I have a solution. What my mama taught me. You have raw garlic. Cut up some raw garlic. Because I know somebody rice a bun today. Whether you listen to me or not. Cut up some raw garlic. Couple clove of garlic. Cut it up and put it on the rice. Just sprinkle it all over the top of the rice. Garlic. And you stop dash your rice after this. Do you hear me? It will take out the burn out of your rice. Somebody hear me? Whether rice and peas or white rice, garlic can help your rice. Yeah? Me not dash your rice again, people. Let me get a little burn. Cut up the garlic on top of it. When the rice done, steam now, you pick out the garlic and you dash away. Unless you want to yam the garlic, them up to you. Hey, garlic you eat raw, up to you. But me always skim them off and throw them off. And the rice is good. So just in case you're watching Carlos and you find yourself in that kind of trouble today, garlic can take you out of that pickle. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Share it, everything somebody for hear it. It's all about education, And I advise young people, go for it. The sky's the limit. This world is yours. Yeah, young people, go for it. Go get it. I found the time now, What are we for? Go get the education, young people. Make us proud. Make us proud. This world is yours, young people. Go get it. Education is key. Yeah? Education liberate you over hills and valley. Education, people, not the gun. Not the quick scam money. No, underground you go with that. Go get education. Go pursue that dream, young people. If you can't go down that road, get you a skill. Plumber, carpenter, mason, electrician still wanted and needed. In my community, I want plumber I know in there. And if I need some plumbing job, I have to wait on the man. Even the other day, I say, how come people looking at the community? One electrician might have in our whole community of Jamaica. While the boy them there roadside at juke out and miggle. People, am I lying? How many electricians you know in your community in Jamaica? I just want to show you say room dead for other people. In my community, people, I have one electrician, and when time I get job down a North Coast and on in place a big hotel, nobody no see him. One plumber in the community, one plumber. The plumber is driving nice, he's living nice, and the plumber not scam. But it's one plumber in the community, many miles radius. So I said to myself, why the young people then go learn plumbing? One plumber. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope it touched somebody today. Because I just somebody in Jamaica, I think there, you know, and anything for make the country better, not true? Yeah, man. Thank you so much for watching this video, people. My name is Jamaican Carlos, and I'm out.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in HEART approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
the person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.